Hey guys, hadn't done a live stream in a while. I figured I'd fire up a quick one. We just kind of hang out and run some trains for a little bit. So anyway, we'll go ahead and fire these guys up when I'm run here. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the old Missouri Pacific caboose and put on that one. Took a little coaxing to get that one going. I think once it runs a few laps, it'll get going. Hey Kyle, hey Terry, what's happening? Thanks for uh, dropping by and hanging out with us. Sorry for the non-notice or however you want to put it. Um, just thought we would go live and run a few trains for a little while. I was kind of bored, so I thought we would have a little fun. Oh, shoot. And I thought, whoa, boy, that thing really got going good. It's been a little while since these guys ran, so they're kind of stuttering a little bit. But hopefully, after a while, they'll clean themselves out, get going here. Might need to move that track clean box car to the inside loop and let it turn a few laps. Doing pretty good, Kyle. Work's kind of been up and down, but um, that's just the way it is on the railroad. But it's getting frustrating, I'll tell you. Hey, KD Sub Rail Fanner, welcome. Yeah, yeah, it's been a while since I did a live. In fact, I don't think I've been live since the Christmas display. So, well, no, I did a live from the hotel. So uh, that was actually the last time I went live. So, whoa, what the heck's going on there? Sorry, my StreamYard kind of went nuts there for a little bit. A KD Rail Fanner, KD Sub Rail Fanner. Hey, Randall, it's been a while. By the way, my Google Meet kind of got taken down. Yeah, there. That stuff's getting kind of funny there between YouTube and Google and all that sort of jazz. I know some other YouTubers kind of been having some run-ins with them, so not really sure what's going on there. Oh, Mason, okay, all right, yeah. Hey, Mason. Yeah, I didn't realize you changed your name there. So yeah, I hadn't heard from you in a long time. So it's good to see you guys again, hanging out in the chat. Like I said, we might throw some different engines on, run them. Most of what you see here runs that UP engine. This one, I'll have to take it off now. If you're, it's sitting way up over there, right next to that chassis caboose. If you're not familiar with that engine, it sort of runs, but for anybody that catches this and isn't familiar with that particular locomotive, it sort of runs, but I need to get some new geared axle sets and put in it. So uh, I think we're getting close to where I can do that. Maybe, unless things really just falls out, the bomb just completely falls out where I work. I'm kind of playing it safe right now and keeping things on the back burner because I don't really know what's going on there. And then, of course, you got this deal with UP and NS that's throwing a wrench and everything. So we don't really know what's going to happen there. So, a few days ago, I got a N541-27 with an SD70 Mac and a YN2-8. Oh, Mason, since you brought out the, hey, Frog and Flange, welcome. And you're not a moderator, I'll have to make you a moderator. I need to get my other phone to do that, so I'll do that here in just a second. But Mason, since you brought up the SD70 Mac, did you see Rapido's latest announcement? If you haven't, you need to take a look at it because I think you'll like what you'll see, and I think Peyton will too. Peyton's probably already seen it. Um, yeah, hey James, Frog and Flag, welcome, welcome. So, good, you did see it. All right, yeah. Uh, for those that may not have heard the announcement from Rapido, they just announced an SD70 Mac in HO scale. They're doing the BN, what they call the Grinstein paint scheme, and the early BNSF ones, and the BNSF wedge scheme with PTC, the CSX, the rebuilds. I think Alaska Railroad's another one they're doing. Trying to think of some of the others that they got. There's a couple of regional and short lines that they're doing as well, and there's and a couple of or let's see, about three or four what they call the home shops variants. So those are going to be pretty neat. And then, if that wasn't enough, today Train World just announced that they are teaming up with Broadway Limited Imports to bring out the Frisco 4501. If you don't know what that engine is, that is a 484 that is in the Meteor scheme. So it's a blue and cream colored steam engine. If you want some idea of what it looks like, there's a if you go back and watch the video I did, let's see, about 3 years ago now, from the October display, a gentleman brought in an American Flyer S scale variant. So if you watch that video, you'll have some idea of what it looks like if you haven't seen it. So, um, yeah, yeah, they're moving a lot of engines in and out. So yeah, the fact BN's doing the BN the fact, boy, I can't speak. The fact Frisco is doing the BN ones, Rick, um, that's huge. That's really huge. I have an After Genesis version from way back in the day, back in the mid 2000s when they first brought those out, 2004. Um, so yeah, those were that was a really good announcement right there. And they're doing the Flare Max too, so that's a lot of people have been asking today. So the ones with the flared radiators. Boy, that Missouri Pacific engine is really cooking around this layout now. But I'll tell you, she's a good handling engine. It can handle that kind of speed. So in fact, let me get my other phone because Slug and Flange isn't a moderator. Now that I have two phones, I think I can make him a moderator. Now without having to wait for the screen to go. So I say that, I don't know what to do. I wish I could go live on Twitch where I could have like all the really cool sound alerts and stuff like Dylan has. Oh, that's cool, Mason. Uh, I'm on phone. Sometimes this other phone doesn't want to cooperate too good. It came on and it shut off, and then it came on again. So okay, so I'm gonna log in here and I'm gonna see if I can make Frog and Flange a. Oh, hey Peyton, what's happening? I'm gonna see if I can get in here and make. Come on, make Frog and Flange a moderator here. Now I can't do the Anthony Dodge voice, but yeah, all right, I'll have to turn that down to doing the echo here. Uh, so, good message, add as a moderator. So, Frog and Flange video, you are now, I can't do the Anthony Dodge voice, but uh, you are now a knight of the round boy table. So, there you can now post links to your channel or a friend's channel. Just remember, no politics, no religion, just like Anthony's. Just like same rules as Anthony's channel. So if you're familiar with his channel, you'll know the rules. So uh, is there no sound? Um, I don't think I'm muted. Hold up a second. Yeah. Okay, well, it said they got sound on my end, so familiar with whose channel? Anthony Dodge, the Model Train Outsider. Um, so the only thing I can put a link up to his Matt Clark series. That's the only thing I've actually got a true link to. Um, but if you're wondering who I'm talking about, um, let's see, well, post a comment. So, oh, actually, I do have his channel link right here. So, um, oh, I hate it when it does. I don't really like the way StreamYard has this set up, because they've got it where it's more friendlier to computers than it is with phones. That's kind of one thing to change. But right there, that's the link to Anthony Dodge's channel right there. So if you're familiar with Anthony Dodge, or if you want to check him out, that's the link to his channel. You just click on that and you can find him right there. So he has he does a lot of really cool stuff. Um, runs 3 rail Mirklin, however you pronounce that. Really cool guy. Really cool guy. If anybody hasn't checked him out, I encourage you to do so, as well as anybody else that's here in the chat as well. So, yeah, I'm actually using an old Samsung Galaxy. This is actually my old phone, not the new one. So, um, the new one's a Samsung Galaxy as well. But, I'm thinking about next phone I get. I think I'm gonna try a different brand and see if it's any better. Peyton, hey Randall, I finally have. Oh, nice, Peyton. Very good. That should be a nice addition right there. I mean, that train is really cooking around the layout now. I'm gonna have to slow that sucker down a little bit. I'm not worried about the engine flying off the track. I'm more worried about the car that's flying on it. There we go. That's a little more manageable. I don't like to run them super slow, but I don't like to run them extremely fast either. Just to preserve them a little bit. But they can get up and move. I'll say that. And I don't know if Travis is in the chat, or I know Mason is, but there's there's a little van right there, and it does still run. So sort of. Come on, you quit acting that. He's about to get hit by the train. He don't run too fast, so unfortunately, he don't run too good. So, but it does run. You know, it's just a little bit muggy out here. Hey, Jeffrey, what's happening? Yeah, it it don't run too good, Peyton, but um, it still works. I mean, it works. Well, look and see what the weather is saying. So I don't know if Anthony's watching in the background or in the chat yet, but uh, I think he was asking me how did Fredo escape to drive at Michigan. Um, if Anthony catches this, or if he's in the chat, or if he's in the background listening, that part of the story will be answered in the next episode. So stay tuned. Uh, in the NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode series. I, I, I think Anthony was asking it, how did Fredo escape his little escapade in the gulag uh, with CP Steamhair and Billy Aha holding him hostage. Like I said, that'll be answered in the next episode, so stay tuned for that. Oh yes, I just gave Mason PTSD because of that, because of the Nancy Lily Clark thing. Yes, she has made her triumphant return. I guess you could call it that. Um, she has officially terrorized everybody on the main highway, evaded being captured by Steam Hair's Goons. And they are now racing back to Cat Racing headquarters. So, uh, yeah. Yeah, PTSD. There you go. Thanks, Mason. Uh, my brain sometimes stops working. So if you don't get kind of the running joke of what Mason's talking about, in the series, I don't have. Originally, I had planned to have my niece Cheyenne voice Lily Clark. The problem is she is so busy doing stuff, uh, managing games, cheerleading, track, the typical high school stuff where they basically run you into the dirt. Um, hey, Travis, what's happening? Um, but anyway, finish what I was saying. It just wouldn't have been fair to just ask her to try to voice a character, and I didn't know she'd even be interested in doing it. So what I found out in the CapCut app, you can use voice filters. So basically, you record the line, and then it has an option where you can choose these voice filters. Hey, John Train, welcome. And you're not a moderator either, so I'll have to make you a moderator. So let me do that right quick. Because now that I have two phones, I can finally make you guys moderators while the stream's actually going. I can finally make you guys moderators. So, John Train. Oh, correct. Hit the wrong button. Come on. All right. Let's try this again. John Train, I now declare you the knight of the round boy table. So, welcome aboard. Um, Anyways, I was saying, hey, George, well, we got another one we're going to have to add as a moderator here. So we'll do this. And moderator, and now, George, you are now a knight of the round boy table, as Anthony Dodge says. I can't do the voice like he can, but yeah, you guys are now a member of the Knights of the Round Boy table, at least on my end, as well. So I'm gonna have to come up with a cool name where I'm not stealing Anthony's gig there. I'm gonna have to ponder on that for a little bit. But anyway, this kind of finished story. For those that don't get the joke or the kind of running gag, where I've given Mason PTSD through the voice of Lily Clark. In the CapCut app, there's a you basically record. I basically record the lines, um, and then it has an option for a voice filter, so you can choose various voices. Now you're kind of limited with the free version. Um, if you get the paid version, which I think is like $20 a month, if you get just kind of the regular one, uh, and I haven't really even decided that I want to do that, because if I do that, I can't ever go back to the free version without uninstalling the app and then installing it back again. But anyway, I'm babbling now. But uh, basically, I use the option of Suite turned all the way to the max, and then the voice filter of Jesse, um, and then combine the two, and that's basically the voice of Lil Clark. So it actually is me recording the lines. I just use a voice filter to make her not sound manly. So, um, am I in a fun? Terry, is there something going on there? Because hold up a second here. Let me exit out of that. Let me, you know what? Let me try something, Terry. Let me go into my mic settings here. Give me just a second. Man, my train's running into the controller here. That's not good for them. So settings, audio, echo cancellation. Uh, let's try that. Okay, I'm gonna stick with the default, and we'll see if that fixes anything. So Terry, let me know if that. Yeah, like I said, anybody that joins the stream, it's the same rules as Anthony Dodge. Uh, uh, you can be a moderator. Um, now, uh, and you can post links to your channel, any videos you got, or if you have a friend that has a channel that you'd like to promote, you can do that as well. Just remember, there's two rules, same as Anthony Dodge's channel: no religion, no politics. So that's pretty much it. Everything else is fair game. So that's pretty much it. And Terry, it may also be that I'm sitting kind of far back from the mic a little bit, so I'm not real close to the mic, and I'm on the front porch too, so that's probably not helping things. Yeah, just remember, starting this October, we're going to be streaming hot and heavy. Travis had StreamYards too. Hey, Travis, if you're still in the chat, put a link to your channel so people can find you. Um, um, okay, yeah, cool. Just like that, Mason's got something he wants to promote, so there you go. Yeah, Mason's got a video out now, so you guys can check that out. So that should be a good one. But yeah, Travis, if you're in the chat still, go ahead and post a link to your channel. Um, and because me and him kind of split between the streams, and also Ethan Nixon's training channel as well. So between the three of us, we kind of split our time streaming. I would kind of like to get together with both of you guys for this year and see if we can kind of big finagle some kind of way we can like uh, like Travis can stream one day, Ethan can stream another day at the display, and then I can stream another day at the display. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, appreciate that, Travis. So I just thought that way it wouldn't uh, it wouldn't drain me thin because I think all three of us use the free version of StreamYards, which means we have only about 20 hours a piece we can stream max. So at best, I would be able to stream like, let's see, I think I was averaging like 2.5 hours of stream. So I could stream like four, no, let's see, yeah, about 3 hours of stream, I think is what it was. I'd have to go back and search through there, but oh, thanks, Terry. Yeah. Having a problem getting the link. Well, let me see if I've got the link, Travis. I might still have you the link. If not, I've got it in this one. Let's see. I don't have it. I don't think. Okay, I've got Ethan Nixon's. Uh, yeah. Let me do this. Oh, come on. Quit doing weird stuff. Uh, okay, I'm going to put Ethan's train channel on here. Ethan Nix. Train channel. I could just do this on my other phone. I don't know why. I'm doing it on this one. Then I wouldn't be giving you guys seasickness. Um, okay, so I'm going to have to turn this up like that. Because StreamYard did the weird stuff. Okay, so there is Ethan's that is okay. So that's actually Ethan's channel name, and I'm gonna see if I can get Travis on here as well. But I'm gonna use my other phone this time. So um, let me see if I can pull Travis up here. I'm gonna try and help you out, Travis, if I can. Let me see. So the links are there. There he is. There that. Copy link. So I'm gonna try and put Travis's link in here. Okay. Okay, Travis, I got you. I got you fixed up right there. Um, and then also, um, the club has a YouTube channel, and I want to try and see if I can get a StreamYard deal set up with them. I need to talk to Bob first because I don't want to do it without him knowing kind of clear with him. But now, if I stream, because I know some people like to come on the streams. If I stream using that channel name, I can't bring any guests on for certain. In fact, I probably can't do it even when I stream from my own channel because there's just so much noise. There's so much going on at those displays. It would be a nightmare to try to have guests on. Um, so uh, unfortunately, this year, um, yeah, I think this year I don't think we're going to be able to have guests on unless like Travis and Ethan's there. That way we can have kind of multiple cameras on the various layouts. We're not. I'm not trying to run back and forth between three different layouts. Uh, so anyway, hopefully I'm making sense right there. Um, Let me pull up the West Plains Mall Railroad Club here, and that way you guys can do that. And I do have access to the West Plains Mall Railroad Club channel. That way I can kind of upload videos, kind of keep some activity going on that channel because it kind of went stagnant for a couple of years there. Um, aside from a video here and there, so I am trying to kind of upload a little more. Oh, okay, yeah. Appreciate you stopping by, Mason. We'll catch you later. Have a good night. But let me put the club's YouTube channel on here. That way you guys can check that one out. Copy link. We'll go here. We'll go here. We'll go here. Uh, West Plains All Railroad Club. And there you go, right there. So there, West Plains All Railroad Club should be popping up right there, and there it goes. So yeah. So yeah, we got Travis right up here. There's Travis's channel right there. And the club's official YouTube channel right there. So you guys can go check that out. I'm trying, like I said, we're trying to kind of at least post some more stuff than usual on that channel. Um, so I think the last video I did was installing knuckle couplers, kind of the beginner's guide to installing couplers. So that's kind of the last video I did. I plan on doing another one where we build a bathroom blue box kit. So that'll be the next one, kind of up on the old hit parade there. So should be a good one. So Terry was talking about the trains earlier. So what we got running tonight, we got the Burlington Northern F7A B set. Those are both bathroom blue box. The box car that's right behind them, that is a special track clean box car. For those who don't know what that is, it has two motors inside, and each one spins a pad, and it does a fantastic job keeping the track clean. In fact, I'll just be straight up honest. I think it does the best job out of any car that I've ever had to clean track with. Even the Waller's ones with a little skid pad underneath them. I think that car there does a better job. Now they still make these cars. They're made from AccuRail cars this time. This one here uh, was made using a Waller's high Q box car as a core. So I think that I believe now they're using AccuRail cars for that. But yeah, they make them both in regular DC and DCC. So ship they're really good ones. What about the 25th anniversary engine? Yeah. Um, I mean, I have took the DCC system out to run it, but um, yeah, I mean, I've still got all three of them. Um, the 60, 78. Oh, shoot, something just happened. Something just derailed. Caboose did. I believe we get them too wild of a ride back there. Well, too bad. Well, we had something special there. Let's, let's throw the old uh, Rio Grande one on there just for kicks and grins here. Come on. I'm trying to think where that. Yeah, that Rio Grande one was another one I found at Mid South Hobbies. Gosh, probably a little over a year ago now. But that's a really nice one. I really like that one. Better turn that back on because that's. Yeah, I still got the anniversary engine, Travis. I guess I could get it. Hook the hook the DC. Well, if I do that, I'll have to pull the box car off because I don't want to fry the motors in that one. So I've kind of been running it, keeping the track clean. I might look and see what other engines I got with the fuel. I feel I got something good. If I know this one would pull that box car, I'd put this one on here. That's the one I got at the OMRA open house. Um, I got that with a my brain died with a undecorated hopper car. So And this is an old, I think, River RC. Yeah, that's an old River RC engine. You can tell it's got the pizza cutter flangers on it. So um, that one there might be a good one to kind of throw on there in the rain. In fact, it needs a clean pretty bad. So why don't we do a little live wheel clean? How about that? So I'm gonna pull these two off. I'm gonna try and clean the wheels on this guy here. Get you guys off right there. We'll get the old trusty, dusty wheel cleaner off right here. And, we'll clean the wheels on this bad boy here. Some of this went flying off the floor. You can tell this hadn't been used in a while. Dang cobwebs are getting on it. Hmm. It's real simple. You just put these jumpers on here like that. Turn the throttle up. Oh, I guess it probably helped I turned it on. There's that. And well, that sounds good. Boy, that sucker's awesome. I gotta take that thing apart and coax it back to running again. Let's see if she goes here. Oh, it's there it goes. Okay, well, it still runs. So, um, okay. Not sure why the wheel cleaner wouldn't want to do its job right there, but we'll go ahead and put this guy together right here. I bet it won't pull it. Nope, it will. Just won't stay together. The old couplers are misaligned on that locomotive. They're way too low. Oh boy. That did not sound good. It could couple it around to the other end. Do it like that. Run it backwards. Oh, nothing wants to stay on the track. Yep, that's what I thought. Coupler's way too low. We'll have to do some work on that thing. So, why don't we get the old Santa Fe? Or you know what? Let's have a little fun here. Let's go back here. I know this engine runs. Let's set this. Oh man, that's we'll run this PC and E locomotive here. Hopefully it runs all right. It's on the track, right? Way on. Basically, what that is, this is just an SD40-2. It has an FP45 cab on it. So, oh, I went the wrong way, dang it. But it does run. Runs pretty good. Oh, hey, welcome back, Kyle. Yeah, I was messing around with engines, so hopefully yeah, things kind of back in order. Yeah, everything's coupled. This one here probably needs to limber up a little bit. I probably need to re-grease it and oil it and do all that good stuff. That little, for those that may not have heard the story, that little GT50, the Missouri Pacific one, that's the one I got in a box of train stuff um, at an auction a few years back. And got the box for pretty cheap. I mean, it had a whole bunch of freight cars and stuff, and a couple passenger cars, and then that locomotive. Got very fortunate, got it for really next to nothing. Um, the When I ran it, oh yeah, hey Kyle, if you want to post a link to your channel, go ahead, uh, so people can check you out. But what I was saying was that Missouri Pacific engine I got in a box of train stuff for really next to nothing, and when I ran it, the geared axles fell apart on it, which is surprising because I've never had an Athearn engine do that before, an Athearn Blue Box. But fortunately, you can still buy the you can still buy axles that'll fit it. It's a ready to roll part number. All right, hey, yeah, cool, Kyle. So yeah, if anybody wants to check out Kyle's videos, there you go, right there. He's got some new videos up, so you guys can go check him out right there. And but anyway, finish the story right quick. I never had a Athearn Blue Box. The drive axle actually fall apart on one. That one actually did. The gears split apart in it. I went and ordered new ones for it. So, like I said, it's a ready to roll part. If you can find them, that's what's actually in this engine now. It has ready to roll axles underneath of it, and it runs better than it did when it was new. Um, or it's better than it did when it had the original wheels in it. So it runs really well. So I'm quite pleased with that. May I may slowly just start upgrading all these other engines to the same thing. I've got that FP45. I've finally got some truck side frames for it, so I can fix those. So we might can do some fun stuff with these engines now. Whoopsies. It's not wanting to play nice. course, that engine hasn't ran in a while, so it may just be being cleaned out a little bit. But if Travis is still in the chat, we'll run the 25th anniversary engine for the stream ends. So, in fact, I probably need to go ahead and get that one now while I'm thinking of it. So bear with me just for a second. I'm going to run in the other room and grab that engine, and I'll be right back. Hopefully things won't crash while we're gone. Oh, now we have the 25th anniversary engine ready to go here in just a little bit. All right. Okay, yeah. Thanks for stopping by, James. We'll catch you later. But Travis, if you're still in the chat, we got the 25th anniversary engine out, and we will run that sucker here in a little bit. So we will have you fixed up here. And I know I've kept saying this off and on. I plan to do a Meet the Fleet series later on. Um, I just really ain't never got the mojo to really start doing it. But that is something I probably need to do, especially as kind of things start tapering off quite a bit with the purchases. I'm kind of debating on what to do next for the future of the channel, because the NASCAR Heat 5 series that's going currently, I can't see that series going past two more seasons. Um, I haven't decided if I'm going to do just one more season or if I'm going to do two seasons. I'd like to do two more, making it even six, but we'll just kind of have to see how things go. So, Oh, cool. Travis got a new video out, so that's a good one, man. That's all. I can't see what Michael's doing. Michael Roots is live currently, so that was interesting. It seems like passing is really going to be a challenge. But you want to hang on to your track position. And if you lose it, it really, really sucks. What's up, man? Just like the actual Gen 4 car, you got to have track position at those tracks. Anyway, but yeah, I need to kind of start thinking about some ideas for down the road because I'm going to have to start figuring some things out. And I think probably the next stream I do, I think I'll fix it where we can bring on some guests and uh, kind of chit chat with the panel a little bit. So this right now, this is just kind of a stream to kind of just shake the rust off a little bit, kind of get back into the flow of things. Plus, like I said, I was kind of bored anyway, so hadn't been live in a while. Time to add a second hobby. Yeah, I don't know, Kyle. Hobbies are kind of expensive. I really wanted to get into the Zoid kit building, um, but boy, those things are expensive. Holy smokes! They got a few that's relatively inexpensive, but by and large, most of the Zoid stuff is just crazy. But that does look like fun building those. But I don't know that I'll ever really what you say truly run out of train content. Because even if the model train stuff drives up the purchasing, there's still rail fanning I could do. Unless BNSF makes me so angry, I don't rail fan on their tracks anymore. Uh, so, but I would imagine there's stuff we could do. I still got to fire up the SD70M and SD75 project back up again. Um, I probably could have done some of that today. Well, no, I couldn't have done it today because it's a town day for me. Um, see, we got storms moving in this week. I'll have to look at the forecast and see what that's going to look like. Yeah, if you don't know what those are, if you've ever seen the show Zoids, and I've got a DVD I can show you, we can't watch it because if I try to watch it here on YouTube, I'm going to lose my channel because copyright. Uh, but yeah, I can show you one uh, rough idea of what it is. So the Zoids, uh, I can't remember if the kits came before the anime or if the anime spawned the kit line, but This right here is what we're talking about. This is this will be Zoid's New Century Zero right here, um, and this Zoid right here. This is the Logger Zero. So it's a really neat show. If you want something that's simple to get into, if you've never seen any of the Zoid shows and you want something just quick and easy to get into, this is the one right here. Uh, it's real simple to follow. Um, it's just a good show, all in all. But I can't remember if the because Hasbro um, owns the rights to the franchise. I can't remember if they're the ones that actually created it or not. But I know they own the rights to the franchise. So, um, but yeah, they actually have model kits based on these. You can actually get a Liger Zero kit and build it. Um, and they have several different kinds. In fact, I'm going to show you here. That's just some of the stuff that you could probably buy as kits right there. And there's a lot of stuff out there. I mean, it's crazy how much stuff they got. Yeah, this version's actually New Century Zero. There's a prequel series to this called Chaotic Century. It's good. I mean, personally, I never could really get into it like I could this show. Um, it's kind of a more it's a more darker, war torn type series. Um, so, but yeah, I mean, it's still a good show. It's I just I would just have Zero Century above it in terms of the my personal list. And then they had Hasbro actually create a third series called Zoid's Fusers or Fusors, I think is how it's pronounced. Um, and that show, I liked it. It wasn't too bad, but you could tell the quality of the animation, especially with the Zoids. Um, you could tell it really took a dip in that show. And then there was another one. I can't never remember to think of what it's called. Um, I only watched like half an episode of it, and it just wasn't good at all. Um, the animation was really bad, and the storyline was just kind of yeah. So I mean, it wasn't that good of a show. Um, but I saw some scenes where they kind of revived the series a little bit, and it looks a lot better. In fact, it looks a lot closer to what Chaotic Century and New Century Zero did. So I was really happy to see that they kind of put a little more effort into the franchise again. Um, so but yeah, Kyle. That's the VHS version I have actually has like a commercial for the Zoid kits at the very beginning of it. So um, and some of them are motorized, if I remember correctly. They do like move on their own and do stuff like that. So it's a pretty neat little deal. So we'll let this engine kind of run around a couple more laps, and then we'll put the 25th anniversary unit on there because I know Travis wants to see that one run. That was a personal favorite of his. I got to watch and make sure that's not the one I use for the DPU on the drain train. Um, I could look and see. I don't think it is because I think it's in there in the living room. I don't want to go here. Yeah. Okay. No, that's not it. That's not it. Um, video. Pretty sure. Sorry, I'm trying to find that one video I had. Okay, so obviously that's not it. Um, oh, right there it is. Okay. Here's what should I use. 6078, I think is the one I usually I got turned around. I can't see what road number that is. Eventually, I'm going to have this fixed up where I can just throw a toggle switch. Okay, 5870. That's good. Okay, so I didn't grab the one. Okay. Uh, Another thing I want to do, I'm going to try to post a deal on my community tab. We're going to try to fire up the retro reviews again, and I'm going to have a couple, or probably about three locomotives, and let you guys vote on which one you want to see reviewed first. All three of them will get reviewed. We'll just have a poll up there to see which one you guys want to see get reviewed um, to kick off the retro review series again. So kind of be on the lookout for that one. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to shut that thing down. I'm going to hook up my DCC system, and we're going to run the 25th anniversary engine. And the best part was I finally found another Digitrack Zephyr system like the one I used to have. And they had a real good price on that thing. I was awfully proud to find that when I did. All right. Well, I would fire this uh, Zoids DVD up and we would do like a watch along, but like I said, it would be way too dangerous um, because of all the copyright laws and everything, sadly. All right. So I'm going to take this guy off. Set him right there. Take our right clean box part off. Set him right there, and you can see one of the pads right there. You can see how much grime came off of that. These pads will last quite a while. I mean, they'll last probably 6 or 8 months if you use them regularly. You see right there, no grime. It does a good job cleaning that. So, anywho, let's put some cars on here. Put a few on here, a couple. Put this guy. That one there, I got careless and been up to turn to that. Up is um, take this guy out of the package. Right here. Stay out of the storing one time. All right, Travis, you're still in the chat. We're getting them out. We're getting out the 25th anniversary engine. All right now. Let's get the phone handrail protections off. Speaking of scale frames, I kind of heard a rumbling where they might be thinking about bringing back the operator locomotives, at least a version of them. 'Cause I think I heard Shane say something they was going to kind of do some fine tuning on them, kind of make them closer to like the Walters mainline, where they had things like the correct headlight placement, uh, and truck detail. So that might be kind of interesting to see how that plays out. What's that? Take three off. Right. All right. Okay. So we got the 25th anniversary engine on there, and now I can uh, I can do some fun stuff here. So I'm gonna actually set that there like that. This little homemade tripod. It's kind of it's kind of got a deal where the camera's kind of tilted one way, but it's not bad. It works really good if you want to get some really good shots. That was what I was using um, in a lot of the shots in that Christmas display video I did for both this channel and the club's channel, and it really provides some really awesome shots. I'm gonna try and do that again here. Okay, like well A and well B. I know that won't matter. I like these. Kyle, while you're in here, another anime that I really want to get into is Full Metal Panic. I've got a couple of DVDs on there, but that's another one I kind of like to get my hands on. So at some point, I don't know if you've seen that one or not. Whoopsies. Well, darn, I didn't get that put in there. All right, I believe we're ready to rock and roll now, hopefully. I'll plug this bad boy up now. Got to the side. Plug it right there. There it is. Hold on. Loco. I think it's what, 5872. 5872. Loco. Okay, and then we'll hit F8. There she goes. I really watched that anime. I guess you mean you haven't watched it in a while. Um, yeah, some of the scenes are actually really funny in that show. Um, and the headlight on. There we go. The ditch lights on. Whoops, that's DP mode. There's the ditch lights on. Blow the horn. Let's kind of turn that camera a little bit. There we go. It's doing pretty good right now. All right, Travis, we're running. Running the old Skill Train's 25th BNSF 25th anniversary engine. Crazy how bright the headlights are on these things. Hey, Go Army Sleeping Mad, welcome. Yeah, we're just kind of hanging out here, running some trains. Haven't been live in quite a while, so I figured I'd throw up a live stream and see what kind of shenanigans we can get ourselves in. So far, things have run pretty smoothly. Only had one derailment to lose The Missouri Pacific Caboose decided it wanted to fly off the track. 25 of better not 25 of better not start a family. Yeah. Yeah, ain't that the truth? There's a lot of guys that would agree with that statement, Kyle. Oh, the stories I could tell that I've seen on this railroad, at least here, it would blow people's minds. Probably the probably the favorite story I like to tell is when they brought the unit sand train into the yard, put it on track 3 because that's the longest track in the yard. Um, put that train in the yard and left it sit until all the motors ran out of fuel. That's probably my favorite story to tell. I think the train sat there like 3 or 4 days, and yeah, just all the motors ran out of fuel. I think they said the one that didn't only had like 400 gallons of fuel left in, so it was basically out of fuel too. And they had to bring a truck in and fill up all the motors so they could take it to Springfield. Oh yeah, I mean, I've seen some really messed up stuff there. Probably the other good one that was pretty memorable was taking a crew down to Rowe, which is actually Truman, Arkansas. If you look up, you try to look up Rowe, it's going to show you Rowe, Arkansas, but this Rowe is actually Truman, Arkansas. Um, and that was a stack train. It had one motor on it, one locomotive, and they got on it and the battery was dead on it. The batteries were dead. They couldn't start the prime movement. So there was a northbound empty coal train coming. We're having a little story time with Randall here. Uh, just for picks and grins. But anyway, they brought in there was a northbound empty coal train coming in. Um, and they were going to take one of the motors off it and make it their new lead engine. Um, well, when that train got there, that locomotive was out of fuel, so they couldn't use it. And the one motor that was working, it was facing the wrong direction. So, um, yeah, so it was sent through back to Philly. Back to Philly and said, I guess they brought in a couple more motors and took it on to Memphis. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, Kyle, man, you don't know the path of it. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's exactly what the problem is, Kyle. It's getting to the point now where they can't keep good people because they have such a strict attendance policy. You can't take time off for anything, or they dock you for forms. Um, it's just insane what's going on. Um, and then the stuff I talked about just a minute ago, and then you get a lot of these situations now where, like here in Memphis or Springfield, doesn't want to take trains in uh, at random times. Uh, they'll jack around, running out crews, and they have to tie all the trains down. Uh, and then they'll sit there for who knows how long. And then they try to run everything at once. And you could probably guess how that works out. But yeah, it's just crazy. Oh, hey, Travis, welcome back. Take a look at what's running on the layout. There it comes, Travis. Yes, it is. So it's the 25th anniversary engines. For those who don't know about these engines, there's 10 of them total. 10 ES44 ACs that were basically refurbished and painted in this scheme, uh, in which it has the decals of the five, I think it's 5 or 6 major railways to make up BNSF. So um, you have obviously the two main components, Burlington Northern and Santa Fe, and then you have Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy. Um, Spokane, Portland, Seattle, Great Northern, uh, Colorado, and Southern, which is actually kind of interesting because it's a subsidiary of Great Northern, later being, and then Frisco. So, hey, Amtrak fan 905, welcome. Yeah, we're just kind of hanging out here, running some trains for a little while, and just kind of hanging out, chit chatting. I figured we would yeah, Skilltrains has a 10-year agreement with BNSF to make those. They're kind of letting the tooling rest for now. I figured they were probably about due to announce another run here in the next year or two. They just did a run, I think, last year. If I remember correctly, it's either last year or year before last. I can't remember. But yeah, they're good engines. They're good, solid performing engines. They pull really well. I can't really complain too much about them. Probably my only one gripe with them, if I have one, it's the handrails. I think scale trains uses too thin of a handrail, and they're bad to warp. So, yeah, the handrails kind of wavy on the engines. They've gotten a lot better, I think, in recent releases. But I know when these first came out, they had a real issue with the handrails warping there. Hey, Gus, long time no see. Um, let me put that up. I already know if YouTube has been suggesting a lot of videos on why the railroads are having a hard time getting new employees and keeping some of the longest employed um, people. I mean, Kyle, the short and sweet answer is they treat everybody like dirt. It's not just BNSF. Um, it's all of it. In fact, I was told BNSF is one of the better railroads to work for, but yeah, everybody, yeah. Um, it, it's getting bad. I mean, it's not good. Um, there's a channel called Rails, Tails, and Trails. Um, he's actually a BNSF engineer. He kind of takes people through some of the nuances of, you know, labor agreements, what kind of goes on behind the scenes, and whatnot. So um, that's a good channel to check out to kind of get if you want to kind of learn from actual BNSF engineers. So, especially one that follows the industry really carries. So that's a good one to get it hooked up with. So yeah, but I mean, you can ask anybody out there. I mean, morale's in the toilet right now, and it's just not good. Do I have a link? Um, oh, do I have his link? Yeah, I can put it in there right quick, Travis. Um, let me find his channel because I haven't been his channel very lately. But yeah, I can put a link in. Um, let me do that. So, go back into the stream here. Okay, link in. Oh, cool, Kyle. Kyle already did. Appreciate it. So yeah, uh, thanks a lot, Kyle. Um, hey, Eugene. Yeah, we're all doing pretty good, Eugene. Like I said, I decided to stream up, go live for a little while. And hadn't been live in a long time. So figure I'd knock the rust off and run some trains. Knock the dust off the old layout. Get the 5872 run real quick. It's not just crawling around the layout. Yeah, I mean, there was guys that I know really well works for BNSF. A lot of the old heads that's been there, 20, 30 years. The ones that haven't retired. One of the guys, he doesn't work for BNSF now. He had some health issues and had to leave the railroad. But he told me once, right before he left, and this was before things really started to hate to use the term go off the rails. Um, he told me, he said, 10 years ago, which would be now probably 13 years ago, it's close to it. Um, the, uh, this was the place to work. BNSF was the place to work. Um, they had pretty good work environment. This is back when I think Matt Rhodes was the CEO. Um, and I have a theory of why he's not the CEO anymore. Because if you read a lot of his recent interviews, um, it don't take a rocket scientist to figure out what happened. But that's another subject for another day. Um, anyway, yeah, he, what they was telling me 10 to 15 years ago, this is a place for work. You know, quality of life was good, good pay, benefits were good. And, the benefits and pay are still good, um, but everything else just went straight into the floor. So everybody's welcome. I had a copyrighted live stream, and I don't know why. Eugene, you might want to check and see if you had any music playing in the background because I'm telling you what, YouTube is getting unbelievably strict on that. There's a video of a tour I did of the hobby shop in Rogersville, Iron Planet Hobbies, and there's a copyright claim on that one. And you can literally, if you watch the video, you can barely even hear the music. And it was just Christmas music playing in the background. Um, so yeah, that's why I'm a little skittish of what I do. And when I eventually do the watch alongs on these train videos I have, I'm gonna see if I can get in touch with some of these like Pentrex and whoever did the 1522 videos, um, and see if I can get permission to do a watch along. Um, yeah, Eugene, I had a really bad spell of kidney stones about a month ago. Well, I should be a little over a month ago now. Yeah, it put me in the hospital twice. The first one I actually had to have the stones surgically removed. Um, or I guess they were surgically removed. They knocked me out and got it out. So the second one they were going to do it again, and I ended up passing the night before at the hospital. I passed like 6 of them in one shot. So and they took them back, tested them, did all that good stuff. And what they found out, it was caused by uric acid. So they were uric acid stones. So I have to cut down on the amount of sodium I can take in. Just overall be a little more careful of what I eat. So, yeah, that's the only thing I know to YouTube. Just get a hold of YouTube and figure out what the deal is. Yeah, yeah, that's a good point, Travis. You even have to be careful now when you're out rail thing because some guy with his radio cranked up be driving by, and then all of a sudden you got a copyright claim because he was playing rap music on his radio, and you have no control over that. So um, it's, I mean, it's kind of ridiculous the way that it's gotten now. But I know, I think during one of Anthony Dodge's streams, um, he actually has to be careful of doing his parody songs. For those that don't follow Anthony that close, he does parody songs, uh, which are of a model trains, which he takes popular pop and rock songs and makes them into a model train themed parody song. So I'm trying to remember what ones he was talking about. I think it was the ones with the Eagles. Um, I think that's one he's talking about. But if Anthony, if you catch, if you ever show, if you're listening or show up in a future stream, uh, maybe you can kind of elaborate on that because I was kind of catching the end of that conversation there. But if I remember correctly, he got flagged for doing a parody of an Eagles song, and apparently Don, I think it's Don Henley, one of the founding members of the Eagles, is really strict with with the usage of his music, of the Eagles' music. Um, so yeah, I had no idea the guy was that. How do I say this? I didn't know that guy was such a jerk about his music. So I mean, uh, but yeah, that was kind of interesting. So I have to be careful not playing Eagles music on my videos. I have a radio right here beside me that I play every once in a while. Sometimes I think one time it flagged me for a copyright, and the other time it didn't because it was playing Christmas music. And it also had a little skit. If you watch the beginning of that video, uh, where they have a guy that does an impersonation of Morgan Freeman, and he reads off apologies, which is it's really funny if you ever get a chance to listen to it. And he did a Christmas one um, called "Your Neighborhood Light Display." So that one's actually in the video. So if you actually go back and listen to it, you can hear it. But anyway, that should be interesting. Let's see, Travis kind of. Well, let's see what kind of training this is. If Travis kind of, oh shoot, I think you got the. Let's see. I believe, Travis, that would be. I want to say it's a Q train, but they've been really jacking their signals around here lately. Okay, it's got Amazon parts. That may look to be a Q train. No, it's an S train. It's got auto racks on the rear of it. So yeah, that would be a S symbol train, Travis, because it has the auto racks on the rear. So, Coliseum. Yeah, don't play Alice in Chains either. They're pretty hard. Really? Oh wow. They're pretty. Yeah. So Alice in Chains is pretty rough too. AI music generators are getting more popular on videos. Yeah, because you don't get copyright flag for those unless you make it a parody of an actual song. Um, yeah, in fact, a lot of the NASCAR Heat 5 intros, a lot of background stuff you are doing now is either it's photos I take myself or they're AI generated backgrounds, and then I just put the characters in front of it. So uh, it works. I mean, it works in a pinch. So, yeah, I mean, they do that, Eugene. That shouldn't really get them in too much trouble unless they start saying some really bad stuff. Uh, then that might be a problem. Yeah, Travis, that Ferromex engine. So um, that engine is that Finger locomotive. That's one of the AC 44 C6Ns that Ferromex got in a deal they worked out with Norfolk Southern and Wabtec, which used to be GE. Um, so yeah, they ended up getting a bunch of those engines. They got a bunch of ST70 ACUs from NS as well. So yeah, they definitely got some stuff. I'm really hoping eventually the 70 ACUs will start making their way after you, because that's one I really want to catch. Um, okay, Carl says I played Nutshell by Allison Chains when I first got into vinyl and short and got copyright claims. Wow. Usually they don't do that, Kyle, with the shorts. That's crazy. So Eugene says, angry grandpa and angry grandma YouTube videos. They cuss all the time on the videos. Yeah, okay. Yes, like I said, unless they just start spouting off like really nasty stuff, I don't think they get too much credit. But yeah, I think I'm gonna start trying to do these videos every once in a while. Yeah, Go Army. That's crazy that they actually did that with a short. Because normally they don't do that. Um, you can kind of select the music down there and uh, and put it on there. And they generally don't do anything to you. So of course, I don't listen to bands like Alice in Chains. I don't listen to the Eagles that much. So I don't really have that. I probably just haven't had that issue. Oh yeah, well, I mean, South Park, Eugene. I mean, that's not a kid. That's not a show for kids. So, um, hey, Mitchell, it's kind of cool. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, I think I will start kind of firing up a stream every once in a while, run some different engines. Um, you know, if there's any engines you guys might want to see run, you could look back through some of my reviews and uh, club displays where I ran different engines. Um, like the Elgin Joliet and Eastern Heritage unit, I have that one. I got the D&H Alco C M630. I got another D&H C628. That one I may actually end up doing a retro review on at some point. I even kind of toyed around putting it in the post. Yeah, that's something me, I'm a fan. So far, I haven't gotten a strike. Uh, it's only been copyright claims here and there. Um, but I'm trying to be extra careful not to put any copyright music in my uh, in my videos anymore. So, Alice in Chains is a grunge rock band. Okay, yeah, I've heard snippets of their music. Um, so, oh yeah, yeah, I've seen those. Mhm. There's one. I've been seeing them on Facebook where they have like Peter Griffin and Hank Hill doing like rap songs and heavy metal songs and stuff like that. Those are pretty wild. Um, Dude, I think even some of the Fortnite videos like kind of circulated around various social media platforms, YouTube and Facebook. Um, they had this one where uh, I think when Vegeta comes up to another player or something, he starts he starts rapping. Uh, I say what? How? I can't remember exactly how it goes. It's something like, first of all, I am Vegeta. Second of all, you're not Vegeta. It's just really stupid, and but it's really funny too. So, uh, yeah, Dylan and UTO everything. He actually generates his own AI songs. Like he's got one that's called Chain Energy, I think is what it's called. I know you said the name of it a couple times, but it's pretty funny. Um, And then he's got various songs about his buddies, which are pretty hilarious. So, now, as far as like, me posting AI stuff, I mean, aside from what you get in the some of the Heat 5 intros where I basically have to make up backgrounds and stuff, uh, where the story will make a little more sense, that's usually about as far as that goes. I did use the CapCut app to make a what if Frisco unit. Basically took a former BN SD70 Mac and changed it up into Frisco colors. Had Frisco on the long hood. It looks pretty good. I mean, it still needs some tweaks, but it actually did a pretty good job, I thought, depicting what a modern Frisco engine looks like. Oh yeah, 60s to the 90s. Even though I wasn't around in the 60s and 70s, uh, I would have been kind of more close to the late 80s to like early 2000s era. But yeah, most of that stuff's really good. Now, you kind of get closer to the 2000s era, it starts becoming a lot more hit or miss. But yeah, I love 60s music. My mom, I late mom, um, was a huge fan of 60s. She was a big Beatles fan. Um, she liked the Beatles. She liked a lot of liked Elvis. Um, trying to think, a lot of the other 60s uh, stars that era. And no, Travis, I was talking about my mom. Um, uh, Back when she was living, she was a big, huge fan of '60s music. Um, I think she liked some '70s stuff. Um, uh, but the '50s and '60s were both my mom and dad's thing. They were big Elvis fans. Um, you know, a lot of the singers back in the day, both country and pop. Um, well, um, yeah, yeah, they really like their old music. In fact, I remember one year for their anniversary. This is probably close to 20 years ago now. I found a set of Elvis records at a yard sale, and I ended up getting that for them for an anniversary trip. And said, "Hey, Papa John Strange, welcome." So, yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about now, Travis. Yeah, um, I've got some of the CDs. I can't play them, but obviously because of the copyright thing. But I've got some of the CDs that they got over the years, and I listen to them every once in a while. Dad liked my dad liked a lot of the old country stuff as well. He liked a lot of the westerns too. I mean, one of his favorite movies is North to Alaska, the John Wayne movie. He liked McClintock as well. That was a good one. Oh, really? I'll have to look for that, John. Oh, that's cool, Kyle. Um, so yeah, the thing with Elvis, my mom and dad actually, I think, saw Elvis three times when he was in Kansas City. They had a place called Camper Arena up there in Kansas City. It's long gone now, I think. From what I understand, but that's where they went and saw. That's where they had all the big concerts and stuff. Had a lot of big names up there. Like I said, mom and dad went and saw Elvis three times. Um, they saw Loretta Lynn, Lynn Anderson, uh, and Dad couldn't remember if it was Freddie Fender or Johnny Rodriguez that he saw as well. But they saw a whole slew of performers. Um, I think my mom saw Tom. Yeah, I remember. I remember the story now. My mom and aunt, a couple of my aunts, I think, went and saw Tom Jones. That was a funny story about that. Um, if you know the whole thing with Tom Jones uh, and his concerts, they tended to have gotten a little interesting at times. So um, I'm trying to think who else I saw. I know, I know. Both my mom and dad have told me this. They said the worst concerts they were ever at. They said the worst one was Lynn Anderson. That they said that was the worst one they've ever been to. Um, and I think they said the second one was Loretta Lynn. So, yeah, Kyle. I watched the last vinyl record video you did. That was a neat one. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff there. But okay, I got to tell you this. I was at Walmart today, and they have a rack of records there. Well, one of the records they have, and Kyle, I think you've watched Cowboy Bebop, um, if I remember correctly. Um, they had the record, the entire soundtrack of Cowboy Bebop on the shelf. Um, that if there was ever a record I was going to buy, that would be the one. I mean, it had some really good music on it. So, I appreciate it, Eugene. Yeah, I think once we kind of start getting back into the groove of doing live streams and stuff, I think I'll start bringing out some other engines. I really want to bring out some engines I haven't ever run on the channel before and start running those because there are quite honestly locomotives I haven't seen a light of day on it or haven't seen haven't been shown on the channel. Yeah, I mean, I just happened to walk by the aisle where the records and the CDs are, and there it was sitting there on the thing. But that, like I said, that's one I really want to get if I was ever to buy a record. Um, but doggone it, I think that thing was like 20 something dollars, maybe almost $30. I can't remember, but it was really more than I really wanted to give for a record right now. Maybe one day I'll have a little bit of money to burn and might get it then. But that was certainly a cool one. Hey, what's going on today? It's a good time. It is. Yeah, there's no one. Yes, 44 AC. let's see. Halfway decent deals on working those. Man, oh man. All those wonderful BNSD 70 minutes. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Okay. Dang, I hadn't heard of this cartoon in a long time. Cowboys of New Mesa. I'm giving my age away here a little bit, folks. Um, that's crazy. I didn't know these things still were out there. I don't think there's DVD. Oh, yeah. We were running those earlier, Eugene. If you go back and watch the beginning of the screen, we were running those. Like a Santa Fe B40 Dash 8's right behind them. We'll probably run that one in the next screen. Let's see, what else can I run? I've got the Missouri Pacific F3s. Got some of the operator, scale trains operator engines. Yeah, hey, Crazy Trains, welcome, man. You're not a moderator either, so we'll have to fix that. Um, Here in just a second. I was going to try and find something to do it. Oh, dang, I didn't realize I had the CDs. That's cool. They're a little pricey, but if you're hearing something, it sounds like it's VRF. If that engine is derailing, the wall. That's fine. Sorry, folks. I'm kind of looking now. Oopsies. Oh, hmm. Anyway, I'm not paying attention, you know. Oh yeah, those. Previous Clearwater level, I like that. I like them a lot too. That's a good one. And going kids. I say I gotta make crazy trains and moderated. So we just second crazy trains. And just like that, crazy trains, I now declare you the knight of the round boy table, as Anthony Dodge says. So there you go. You are now a moderator. You can post a link to your channel. Um, yeah, Ward's good. I like them. I like the one with Eric Burdon from the Animals. Spill the Wine, I think that's called. Um, so yeah, Crazy Trains. You can now post a link to your channel. Canned Heat's good. Yeah. Uh, I've got a couple of Canned Heat songs on my playlist. I need to kind of shuffle them around, move them around, getting back up towards the top again. But yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, not a problem. Like I say, you post a link to your channel, or if you have a friend that has a channel that you want to promote, you can do that. Just remember, just like Anthony Dodge's rules on his channel, no politics, no religion. That's all we ask. So, oh yeah. To me, when it comes to CCR, you can't go wrong with Proud Mary. I mean, that's the one I can listen to on repeat. That one, uh, let's see. Who'll Stop the Rain? That's another one I can listen to a lot. Um, Traveling Man, I think that's called. I'd have to look again, but that's another good one. I think we got a problem. I just saw something I didn't like. When that train comes around, I have to put it back on the track. It's got a wheel off. Yeah, CCR had a lot of good songs. Um, I've got one on my playlist, Warren Zevon, Werewolves of London. That's a good one. I like that one. Um, I thought something was going kind of wrong. I thought there was something kind of clicking. Let's put this guy back. Oh, yeah. Yeah, probably one of my favorite Johnny Cash songs is, no, there's a couple. One's the Orange Blossom Special, and the other is One Piece at a Time. So, oh yeah, Steppenwolf, Magic Carpet Ride. That one's on my playlist too. If you actually scroll through my playlist, you can see all the songs on there. Yeah, ABBA's a good one for Travis. I've got the ABBA Greatest Hits CD somewhere. Um, yeah, I may actually have to go through my CDs and stuff. I have some records too. I've got like a Glenn Campbell record, and of course, all the Elvis records I got that mom and dad got. There's one record that's actually in here in this record player, and I can't tell what it is. Um, I can see it in there, but I don't know what it is. Blondie, yeah. I mean, that's a good one. Yeah, Rock On Line. I forgot about that one, Eugene. Yeah, that's a good one. Uh, there's one way to find out. Um, yeah, like I said, I've actually got my playlist. I can actually put a link to it if you guys want to check it out. Um, oh, I like to put a, I like to put a link to it in here. Uh, so there you go, right there. I put a link to it. So that's my music playlist right there. You can kind of cycle through all the songs. Sometimes I'll add some others. I got one on there. Question mark in the Mysterians. 96 Tears. That's another one I got on there. So, yeah, I don't think I got any 50 stuff on. Well, no, you might. Uh, it might be some early 60 stuff. I don't have any. I don't think I got any left to say the real 50 stuff on here. Uh, let me look. So, and I gotta be careful. I don't actually hit play on this. I got a couple of Conway. Well, I got a Conway Twitty song on here. Thompson Twins. Wayne Chung. I got a couple of Wayne Chung songs on here. Um, here's one. If you're a fan of SpongeBob SquarePants, you might recognize this. The fourth song on the playlist. Ocean Man. I didn't find out about the SpongeBob part till later on. How I actually found out about this song was through Mike Brady's channel, Ocean Liner Designs. So that's kind of a weird way I actually found that song. Um, because in one of these videos where he was doing like Titanic stories that were false, he actually played clips of that song. And I was like, there's no way that's a real song. And I looked it up, and sure enough, it was. I was like, oh, I got to put this on the playlist. And then, of course, I found out about the SpongeBob stuff later, you see. Carl Douglas, Kung Fu Fighting, Bellamy Brothers, Old Hippie. Uh, even got the Speed Racer theme song on the playlist. Mel McDaniel, let me try that again. Mel McDaniel, that's easy for me to say. Uh, oh, appreciate it. Yeah. I'm kind of great playlist. Love Ocean Liner. Yeah, like I said, if it wasn't for Mike Brady's channel, Ocean Liner Designs, I would have never known about it. It was kind of a weird thing where he just played this clip of it, and I just found it funny for whatever reason. I was like, there is no way that's an actual song. And I looked it up, and there it was. And I was like, oh yeah, we're adding that to the playlist. Um, there's a couple one hit wonders there. Till Tuesday, Voices Carry if you're into 80s music. Otis Redding, going back to the 60s. Nick Gilder, the Buggles. If Anthony had his text replay, he knows about that one. Video Killed the Radio Star because he actually did a parody song of the Buggles. Video Killed the Radio Star, which is called Analog or Digital Killed the Analog Star. Um, so, then you got Eddie Rabbit, Billy Idol, Kenny Rogers, Manfred Mann and his Earth Band, The Association, Jerry Reed, Dion, Paul Simon. Of course, you heard me talk about the song Spill the Wine with Eric Burden and War. That's on there as well. A couple of Beatles songs, Cheap Tricks on there. The Guess Who, Juice Newton, Gordon Lightfoot. Of course, we got Creedence Clearwater Revival, Beach Boys, Rolling Stones, Donovan, Men Without Hats. There's a couple of them on there. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Mickey Lawrence, the Doobie Brothers, Don Williams, more Wang Chung, the Monkees, Gary Wright, America, the Kinks, uh, Friend and Lover, Flock of Seagulls, Terry Gibbs, Fly and the Family Stone, there's Question Mark and the Syrians, and Linda Ronstadt and the Stone Ponies. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. Paul Revere and the Raiders. And then, of course, you have one of the songs from Cowboy Bebop that I was talking about. Oh, good night, Go Army, Sleep in the Mud. Have a good day. We'll probably be calling it quits here in a little bit. We're over 2 hours this morning. Um, and here's an interesting one. A band called Puddle of Mud. Colin may have heard of them. Uh, they had a song called Psycho. And the version I have is actually a Bleach music video. So definitely scroll down to the playlist to see that one. Commander Cody and his Lost Planet Airmen, the Hot Rod Lincoln, Dusty Springfield, Roseanne Cash. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. So, um, yeah, you just kind of scroll through there, see what kind of. Oh, hey, Castleberg, what's happening? And you are not a moderator either, so we will do the goods here. Not only will I say hi, but I will now declare you a knight of the round boy table. So there you go. You are now a moderator. You can promote your channel, promote a friend's channel if you want. Just remember, no politics, no religion. Um, it's the same rules as Anthony Dodge's channel. So, um, oh yeah, Ozzy Osbourne. We can't forget about him. Uh, there you go. But yeah, Kesselberg, you are now a knight of the round boy table, as Anthony likes to say. I need to come up with a really cool name for my moderators gang, where I'm not stealing Anthony's gig all the time, because the NASCAR Heat 5 series is already a kind of a spin-off of his Matt Clark series, if you will. So uh, he sings the song "Painted Black." Ooh, I used if Kyle's still in the chat, I think he knows. I remember in I think that's Aerosmith. I can't remember. Um, yeah, Marvin Gaye. That's another good one. Uh, yeah, we're kind of chatting about old music now, Kesselberg. So if you want to jump into the next, go ahead. But Wilson Pickett, yeah, that's a good one. I've got a CD that's uh, got him. Sam and Dave's another good one. Oh yeah, appreciate it. I'm always adding stuff on there. If I find a song on there that I like, I'll add it. I did kind of accidentally put a couple of songs on there twice, so I do kind of need to delete those. Uh, okay, Castleberg, but you need to watch the politics. Um, we don't get into political stuff here. So what? Yeah, yeah. I've never heard of them, Eugene. That's kind of an interesting one. Do I have any Steam? I do. I have a Frisco 282, and I've got an Athens Roundhouse one. I may try to dig those out for the next stream because I actually need to do a review on the Athens Roundhouse thing that I have, a retro review because it's an older engine. Um, so yeah, I need to get that one out and do a review on that one. We might even look. We'll even run on the live stream. I've got coaches that even goes with it. So is that NS Loco scale trains? So John, that is actually a Fox Valley Models locomotive. However, I guess if you want to technically call it a scale trains engine, uh, okay, guys, you need to watch the politics, please. Uh, yeah, I do watch Jawtooth, but just quick warning, guys, you need to watch the politics. I don't want to start getting this channel into those weeds. Um, I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, but you need to kind of watch it there. I'm not trying to be a jerk or anything, but I've seen where conversations like that goes, and it's never pretty. So um, I would rather keep that off my channel. But anyway, what was the question? Have you seen? I have not seen his channel that I can think of. But if you want to put a link to his channel in there, go right on ahead. But yeah, I watched Jotsy's. I watched his channel. He's got a good channel going. Um, no, that's fine, Eugene. I'm just saying, don't uh, just watch the politics. That's all I'm asking. Okay, well, I'll have to look him up there, Kesselberg. But okay, well, I appreciate you stopping in, Kesselberg. Yeah, we're probably going to have to call his stream here in a little bit. Um, do I watch Millennium Force? Alan John Smith. I have not heard of that channel, Eugene, but I do hope they have a speedy recovery. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. So, yeah, appreciate you guys stopping by. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and call this stream right now because I do need to eat. Because actually, I do need to eat and get to bed in case the radio call. Because I actually, for some of you new guys in here, I actually hauled crews for BNSF. Uh, and the way they operate, they call you at the last minute, so or they call you when they least expect it. So I probably do need to eat a bite, take my medicine, and go to bed. But yeah, I think we'll go ahead and call this stream. We're at 2.5 hours right now. Really appreciate you guys stopping in. Castleberg, welcome to the channel. Gus, great to see you guys again. Eugene, Crazy Trains again. Also welcome to the Denny Harmon Rail Fan channel. Okay, yeah, there's some good ones there. So yeah, appreciate Crazy Trains. Appreciate you guys stopping in. By the way, Travis, the Adventure Dad, he has a link. I put a link to his channel in there to go back to the channel replay. He actually does rail fanning from West Plains, Missouri. He'll pop up a little while. Paul, the rail fanner, yep. We can't forget about Paul. Um, but all right, hey, appreciate Crazy Trains. But yeah, Travis goes live from West Plains every once in a while. Rail fanning there and does various Pokemon streams as well, gaming streams, whatnot. So yeah, check his channel out if you want to see some good train action as well. He posts a lot of shorts and a lot of short videos. Um, and then I post videos too. In fact, speaking of which, I'll have a video up here in a day or two from the depot at Thayer where I caught a couple trains. I think you guys are really going to like that one. So, yeah, be on the lookout for that one. And yeah, Train Buff Boy, a good friend of the channel, Corey. Um, so, yeah, a lot of great channels out there. Like I said, support everybody, support each other. Let's grow the hobby together and all that good stuff. And yeah, with that, I think we'll say good night. And thanks for watching, everybody. We'll catch you in the next stream or video or whatever we do down the road. Take care, all. Bye for now. Yep, Eugene will go live later on. We'll catch you guys later. See you.